So welcome to the first annual? Why did I say annual?
I have no idea.
Welcome to the first monthly podcast with, Dave Kerr. And we all know who Dave is. If you don't know who Dave is, where have you been living under a rock?
Yeah.
Dave's probably the most, talked about person that had to get onto this podcast. It had to be Dave Kerr. Dave Kerr had to be first.
No idea why, but
Well, I still have no idea, but
No.
sure, it is what it is. And don't worry, there's plenty of people that will be on this podcast. And I aim to do this once a month. And it'll be once a month being put out. And we'll throw out competitions, we'll throw out giveaways and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we have, you can't see what's behind the scenes, but we will throw a wee quick behind the scenes photo up and let you see what's behind the scenes.
It's impressive. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. We've got sliders and everything.
Yeah, it's a hell of a setup.
With Filtrox lenses, which shout your mate out for Filtrox UK.
AVM Photo, absolutely fantastic company. If you shout Mark Williams, you're looking at any Filtrox stuff for Sony, Fujifilm, he's absolute legend. So AVM Photo on Facebook and contact Mark Williams.
Brilliant, no bother, because we do have as well a monitor that we got off Mark. That we'll not go into how much discount we got, but we got discount. And obviously Mark took that there, Dave, whenever it came to the lenses. And then Dave, you showed me the lenses.
Yeah.
It's a topic we'll talking about.
It's all full circle, isn't it?
It's went full circle here. It's cost me a fortune, thanks so much. First off, I see in front of me two cameras, and obviously one's new and one's really old.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the really old one.
I just figured I'm going to actually talk about where I started.
Yeah, so why did you start, and why, where, and what with?
I literally purely started all this because I wanted to get better pictures of my kids. That's all this was about. And I watched a couple of YouTube videos and thought I could do that, but I had no camera. And then I literally here's my wife and I just met her, and she was like, well, I've got a Nikon camera, you can have it. And this is the actual camera. And this is what I started doing portrait photography with for the kids.
Does it start?
It does, yeah. Still works. Still works. That still works. I literally shot photos with it yesterday, and I thought, oh my God, like. But and then from there, I mean, like, it's the technical side of it too. I love the technical stuff. I love how it all works, and the things you can do with shutter speed, the things you can do, the technical stuff with the lenses, the bodies. We
keep talking about this. It's you being a mechanical background, myself being a mechanical background. It's all buttons and knobs and what it does, and it's class.
There's people like Johnny. There's people that just do not care about the gear.
Yeah, we'll get into that as well.
And there's people, and I generally do love the gear as well, and I really do. And but the things the new cameras can do, and it's just insane. And I just love all that.
So you picked that up, just literally. Just
literally just photograph the kids. Then you end up progressing through YouTube, and you say, "Oh, I try that," and you buy a wee background for the house, and you buy a speed light to do a bit of flash, and then it just yourself just snowballs, and then you try something else, and I just kept learning. I got a brilliant opportunity actually with Pop Photography in Belfast. She needed someone to cover a nightclub photography.
Yeah.
So I got into that, which was awful, by the way. Anyone going to do nightclub photography is the most hateful thing you'll ever do in your life. But
is that because people are drunk and you're not drunk? And then
just spilling pints up your back and people fighting around you. And it's just awful. It's an awful job. But I done it just to help them out. And then I got an amazing opportunity where they asked me, did I want to go on second shoot a wedding with them to learn a bit. And I mean, that was a game changer for me.
I think that's what got you into flash photography.
Not really, believe it or not. It's that most of the stuff I was doing, the second shooting, was before any of the nighttime stuff, so it would always been morning time, morning prep, the ceremony, and you're never using flash.
Oh,
again, weddings just portraits on the go, really, isn't it? It's just candid stuff. If you're shooting street photography, you can shoot a wedding.
We're going to go down that.
Just candid stuff. And then it was really at home that got me into more studio stuff and lighting. And I mean, I shot portraits for three years, maybe, just in my living room. Just setting up a backdrop. As simple as it gets. Really, really cheap. Newer like strobes, like plugged in.
Don't stop it about newer.
These were like £30 strobes, and just set the kids up and taking different photos and seeing what worked and what didn't, and making a ton of mistakes.
See, photography to me is mistakes.
It's the best way. It's the only way to learn. Make mistakes. You make mistakes. If you can work out what happened, you're learning something. You're going to do better, you know?
No, 100%. Even I'm a repetitive kind of person, and Dave will attribute to this. Like, I'll leave the house at 7 o'clock in the morning to get to somewhere. It'll probably take me 45 minutes. I'm a disabled ass to get there, but to actually walk and stand somewhere, and then realise when I get home everything's out of focus, and think, well, crap, I have to go do that again.
Yeah.
But I will go do it. I mean,
and I think you learn.
And I've learned by mistakes.
Now you're in the shooting video, and that's a whole new learning curve. And
this is a mad learning curve.
It never stops, really, does it?
No.
I mean, no matter how long you're at this, you'll never know everything.
Oh, no,
you'll
100%.
see something that somebody does and think, God, that's fantastic. And you go down a different route maybe for a few months, and you do this, and then you start something else, and you know yourself, it just gets out of hand. But I just love it, man.
Well, we don't pet you know ourselves.
No. I know there's people that just do portraits and that's it, and they're brilliant at it. But I would get bored if I wasn't doing different things, you know?
Oh, you have to. Does keep you going then? What keeps you going now?
It's purely the love of it. I literally just consume this all the time. If I'm not watching YouTube videos of photography, I'm out shooting. If I'm not shooting, I'm editing photos, I'm messing about.
I'm a bit like yourself, but I love YouTube and I hate YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
Solely just because you end up with a lot of gear that you really don't need.
I know.
I mean, somebody's turned around and said, "Oh, this does this." You go, "Oh, if I get that, I'll just be no."
No, don't buy into that. Don't
never buy
into
anything that somebody's selling you.
Better photographer thing.
No.
It's not the case. I mean, I was messing about yesterday and taking photos with that wee camera and setting that one to like f5.6, the same aperture, and taking the photos. And it was hard to tell the difference. Do you know what I mean? And you're thinking you could still get brilliant photos, brilliant
What
stuff.
model is it?
It's a Nikon D3100. So, I mean, you could literally take a studio portrait of that now and post it on Facebook, and I guarantee you, if you read up that it was taken by a Canon R6, people would believe you.
Well, we talked about this before. Like, you know, gear does not matter, and especially when it comes to eye auto detect and all that carry on. Yes, it's going to benefit in certain situations, but in a studio
work, no. It really doesn't matter. I mean, you can be sitting here with a kit lens and a wee basic camera like that, and you'll get beautiful portraits.
Yeah,
studio is all about lighting.
And people, by the way, Dave does run workshops down here, and you're more than welcome to come on and come on one of those workshops. There's like 10 or 12 of them here, and it's good fun. It's always a good laugh.
Yeah.
And if you don't learn, if you don't take it away, there's something wrong with you.
The workshop end of things, that's a massive thing for me too, which I didn't actually realise I enjoyed, is teaching. Teaching people is absolutely just so rewarding to me.
But you have to learn yourself.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah. But when I've been in this, a couple of workshops I've run, obviously the joy I get out of it when I see people's portraits posted that night and saying, "Oh my God, never thought I could do this," or things like that. That's fantastic.
I think the feedback that you get, especially through our group,
definitely,
the photography, copy and photography group it's a wonderful place, and so it's full of lovely people.
Yeah.
100%. That's good happening. I mean, nod to Johnny, and you're going to be sitting here where Dave's been sitting. Don't think
he built a hell of a group here. Like, it really works.
And it just we obviously need your encouragement. So for me to come down here today, like Dave will attribute to this. I was here at 9 o'clock this morning setting this stuff up.
Yeah,
as with Dave. It's not easy. So you're into 2.5 hours.
It's a lot of work, you know. So
it may not look like it, but it does. We do throw effort into things.
Yeah.
So just nice studio stuff, which is kind of more setup photography, really.
Well, it's literally do everything.
Yeah.
To get away from everything, stick a pair of headphones in, I go and do some street. You just walk through the streets of Belfast. Sometimes the gallery we've met before, you just walk, you get a coffee. It's just complete. It relaxes me.
And there's a trip down to Dublin. We did this trip. We did this.
We did this last year. Wasn't it? It's the best place to go and do street photography.
It's mad.
There's crazy people. There's something to photograph on every corner, isn't it?
Well, we went literally. We went down and got in the middle of a riot. I don't know if
There's protests all on, yeah.
That wasn't so much fun.
No, that's right,
there then.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah, I can't walk as fast as Dave, and Dave's away chasing a man in the hat, and I'm standing there listening to a woman giving me hell about some sort of problems that down there.
After the band, big tall hat walking.
Yeah, I remember that because I seen you walking on. I went, "Where's he away to?" And the next minute, this woman thought it was part of the press because I had a cameraman. Yeah, she thought she was going to give me hell.
Right.
So what she did?
Fun day, yeah.
That was fantastic. There's about 2 hours walking on that.
I do street stuff for just to relax. I absolutely love it. Just go out, shoot, just enjoy it. Studio stuff, that's the complete other end of the scale where I love controlling every single thing.
Yeah.
Whereas street, you really control nothing.
No.
You're hitting the shutter, what's in front of you, And that's what I love about it too, the randomness of it.
By the way, keep an eye on the coffin photography page, because Johnny organises a lot of street stuff, but people don't tend to go on a lot of meetups. It's really good to get out there.
Meetups just in Belfast,
yeah,
just to walk about, just to meet everybody. It's brilliant as well. And all down there about and get a coffee, and
that's great to meet people. It is really great to meet people. And there's 1,400 now in that group.
I mean, the last one we done, there was a good turn about it. I think there was 15, 16.
Oh, definitely.
Right,
I missed that, by the way. I'm not so ready.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's such a good thing to do. And see as well, as I was talking to a girl the other night saying about it, when you meet in a group scenario to go and do like street or go and shoot something, even if you don't know what you're doing, you watch other people, and that's how we learn. You see what someone else doing, you see what they're looking at, and you go walk over and say, "What are you doing?" And there might be setting them up to do angles on the escalator or something. Somebody walking in their frame. And you're learning. You might not realise it, but you're learning what to look for and learning how to do things. And
see, I do love that. I love the fact that you actually meet people. To meeting people is a big part. Yeah. And the photography, of course, photography, by the way, is a very introverted thing. People don't like to talk and don't like to meet people.
That's why I love the meetups, because you know yourself, you're heading to do a landscape. Majority of the time,
you're by yourself.
You're on your own.
Oh,
you know, you're getting up at 3:30, 4 in the morning, and you're heading out, especially you. You know, and you're heading out, and you're on your own. You're in the car on your own. You're getting there on your own, and you know, see that
it's dark.
The group stuff is brilliant, because at least even if you're going to do landscape stuff, you know, there's 2 or 3 of you all together, and it's a bit of fun then, you know.
Here, pro tip, by the way, see if you have a lapel clip, and you can put a torch on it. You can chain your feet, and then you have them alone that's pointing straight out, by the way, but the monsters still get you from behind. Just watch that.
Who's listening to that tip or so on tap?
There's a couple of times where I went, what's that noise? Realised that the squirrels don't grow 6 foot tall. So, we'll talk about the elephant urn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Nella? I'm not going to insult your ma again. That's the last time. Well, that's why the black eye. I'm out. So, yeah, you've ditched Fujifilm.
I have indeed.
Like, can I say you got 3 people in the Fujifilm?
I know.
Do you not feel like a bit of a sub?
I do, I swear to God. You know, but I still love it. I mean, if I had to go back to Fuji in the morning, I'd have no problem using the Fuji gear. It's fucking amazing. You know, it's offer what you get out of Fujifilm is fantastic. But then the deal on the Panasonic stuff just came up, and it was crazy. You know, there's a deal that came up in wax where you're basically getting a full frame mirrorless camera and 3 lenses for 1,800 quid.
So you can't walk past.
I mean, it's just cutting like, and then.
We talked about this. You messaged me today and said, "Is this for real?"
And I genuinely actually phoned Mark and Wax and asked them, was it genuine or was it a mistake on the website? That's how crazy the deal was. I just couldn't pass it up, and then bloody tried it. It was the worst thing I'd done, and I absolutely loved it.
And then you bought 2 of them.
And then I sold all the Fuji gear and then bought another one. So I'm going to rock the rest of this year, next year, and use 2 of these bodies and the lenses and see how I
think you bought the second one solely for backup for wedding.
Yeah. If I wasn't doing, I do a lot of second shooting for weddings and stuff, and then I have a couple of weddings booked, one booked next year and one the following year. So I don't do a lot of weddings anymore, but I do them, you know. So it's a nice wee thing to do sometimes, and you have to. Don't be wrong, people do weddings with one camera body and like a 24-70.
Oh, 100%.
Fair play.
Back to the gear.
But I'm very much a prime only sort of guy, so. I have one body, 35, and I have the other body, an 85. If I wasn't doing weddings, I wouldn't have the need for 2 cameras. If I wasn't doing weddings, to be honest, I'd probably kept one Fuji, and then kept one full frame camera. But I just thought, you know what? If I'm going to do it, I'll just go all in. So, money no object. I would honestly say, at this point in my life, I'd spend it on a trip. I'd go somewhere. I'd go to New York, I'd go to Thailand, I'd go to just somewhere and shoot, because that's where I'd get better photos. And that's the truth. If I had to buy, if you give me thousands right now and I had to buy a camera, I'd buy a Leica. I don't even know why. I'd buy a Leica.
You've just bought the wee red dog.
I am. I'm just totally YouTube and street photography, Leicas, and I just buy one. If it was my money, I probably wouldn't spend it.
Most of the street photographers that you watched, though, they started off with a Fujifilm X100.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they've jumped to a Leica. And I think they do the same. Honestly, I really do think they have to. Obviously, they're going to get sponsored and then throw them a camera.
You do see that in YouTube as well. They buy like a Leica Q2 or a Leica M11, and then they sort of they're sort of almost trying to justify, or I think they're trying to convince themselves that they needed it, and they really didn't, probably.
No, I mean, some of the shots that some of them street photographers have got, just with smaller cameras, compact cameras, they don't need to I know.
I mean, we're back to what we're talking about. You don't need the best of the best. No, I mean, if someone put up a photo right now of a Fujifilm X1 V in the street, like I done so much of with it, and I like a shot, and then you post those 2 shots on Facebook. See, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter how long they're at this game, and they tell you, oh, they can see a difference, or there's a look.
They're talking out
bullshit.
They're
That's
talking.
realistic. It's nonsense that people try and convince themselves about.
100% trying to convince themselves.
But also, I mean, I would spend the money on a trip, personally.
I'd spend the money on the trip. I'd grab one of your wee small throwaway things nowadays where it's less than £100, and I would take that with me. I would learn how to shoot with that, and then go on a trip with that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like, we're talking about going to New York and stuff like that and going on a trip, and I'm going to Farnell Forest, which is a dream of mine, if you know what I mean, but I'm going to there to take photos. But don't feel that you have to go to big places to get big shots. Remember that you're posting stuff, especially from Northern Ireland, you're posting stuff that half people around the world have never seen, which is greenery. Yeah. As they live in tarmac cities.
The locations in this country are fantastic.
Absolutely stunning.
Tullymore previous weekend there was just absolutely amazing. Just perfect light, just everything. You just set the camera up and you just, even looking at the back of it, you just thought, geez.
Johnny got a profile photo.
Oh, yeah. That's right, Drew.
You own £25.
Most people got a profile photo when they're with me, because it's all started me taking photographs of people. Yeah. And I still find myself, even doing landscape stuff, I'm thinking, if I could just get someone in the frame. Do you know what I mean? I'm still looking for that human element in most things I do, but
it's nice to have the human element. It shows you scale.
It does, yeah. As we talked this before, it shows you how vast the place is. If you have a man standing in the middle of it, it really does display that.
It does.
But
shout yourself out, because obviously you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Trying to post it on YouTube and stuff now, so it's a Dave Kerr photo on YouTube, but we'll stick a link under Dave Kerr Photo 00 on Instagram. Yeah. If I post most of the stuff, and Facebook's Dave Kerr Photo. So I post everything from, I don't post much wedding work because a lot of it's second shooting. So, but I post everything from portraits, the landscape, the street stuff, the coffee mugs in my house, the plants, the whatever is around me, I take photos of, and that's the best way to do it.
100%.
You can set so much up at home. If you can't get out, set stuff up at home. Set up a flat lay, set up some sort of product shot. It
wasn't part of this sort of structure that we had going, but we're just going to throw it out there anyway. But you talked about this, about the mental health side of things, and trying to get a couple of old DSLRs, just thrown out there. If anybody has an old DSLR and they want to donate this to us, essentially, we will take it and we will use it. So, Dave, by all means, this is your idea, so throw it out there. What are you thinking?
Well, in the planning process, but we're going to offer, hopefully, maybe like youth clubs or mental health charities to try and run like wee studio workshops. But when we get the people there, obviously it's different from running a photography workshop where everyone's coming with their own gear. Yeah. I would need some basic, really old, basic old
£75, £50 things like
DSLRs. If anyone wants to donate anything, so I have them here for people to use. Yeah. Then it's something I could definitely look into, trying to run things.
You'll always learn. You'll always learn.
Every day is a learning day.
And this is a learning curve.
This is a massive learning curve. As I said, I said, everyone in the group support this guy, what he's doing here, because this is absolutely amazing. If we should have shot a behind the scenes video this morning, honestly, a time lapse of the setup. There's an hour and a half of setup here.
Well, the only problem with that is it would have been probably about 40 minutes of a day.
Honestly, it is absolutely phenomenal what Mark's putting in this. So if we can get everyone subscribing this,
we do need you to subscribe.
We really do need support.
And we'll touch base on it again, because obviously we've got Filtrox UK. Yeah. We've got them on board, and shout to a couple of people who have reached out.
AVM Photo. AVM. Is Mark Williams' company. AVM Photo is absolutely amazing. This I got lenses off them that Mark now uses. We've got a monitor off them for doing this. Obviously being paid for it, but we've got discount. They're really supporting things here. Absolutely brilliant company. So anyone with Sony or Fujifilm gear,
100%.
Nikon full frame. If you want Filtrox lenses, if you give Mark Williams a shout at AVM Photo, he will 100%.
We'll throw him down.
100% he'll help you out.
Honestly, but please support us. And I know
that's the main thing here,
we ramble on and ramble. Well, it's me, it's rambling on. I throw wee things out there, and throw wee snippets out there saying, please, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It means a hell of a lot. By the way, if it's monetized eventually, the money will go into the group and benefit the group, and it'll benefit you. I am not here to make any money whatsoever out of it.
Yeah.
We've talked this before, so the fact that you're hitting the wee subscribe button, hit the wee like button, it does benefit absolutely everybody in the group, and I'll make sure it does.
Yeah.
Because this isn't done for me, and it's not done for Dave, and it's not done for Johnny. It's done for you, and hopefully you'll pick a camera up and you'll learn more from us doing it.
And again, if I can do this, anyone can.
Trust me, there's a big list of people.
I'm still learning, but I don't like being this side of the camera yet. So, if anyone can do this, if I can sit here and chat, and he is making this extremely easy. Mark is doing a fantastic job here.
Thanks, man.
If honestly, just come here, chat about it, we all love this stuff anyway. Just come, talk about how you started, what you plan to do, how you tackle photos, your whole process. It's so easy to do, and everyone wants to hear. I mean, there's loads of photographers in the group that I want to hear about.
There's hundreds of photographers out there.
So everyone get on board here. This could be something absolutely amazing.
It could be. Look, but for today's episode anyway, this month's episode, should I say?
Months.
I've been with Dave Kerr photo, and I still haven't got that. If I'm putting it out daily, by the way, there's something seriously wrong.
No, definitely not. Everyone not be done daily.
I'm doing this daily. It's every month, and it's Dave Kerr photo, and my name is Mark from Mark Town Photography.
Thank you very much, man.
Thanks very much.
Absolute pleasure.
All right, catch you later on.
Oh, it's not recording again. Would you win?
And we're leaving that in.